First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know,
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. From midfield, here's Tua. Connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Shark, 50 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down at Stanford. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And they work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross, 43 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jones trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
no gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Taken down by
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And a Jaguar first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll fight his man with Laviska Shenault. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down, Jacksonville.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Devin White.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. He'll go underneath here to Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
The 39-yard line.
2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last two drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Stafford on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Devin White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Colts add on to their lead. Good. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Jaguars 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle. Tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Colts 21, Jaguars 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Stanford. Check down to Breida. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50 at Stanford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Stafford going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Ross, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before the break. Stafford going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Well, the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Goodwin's able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Here's Hines. Well, he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run with Hines, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Aaron Jones on the
Get on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the Colts 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
On 2nd down, Tua. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ricky Seals-Jones there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
His kick is
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right, he's got him in, complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Keeps the score. Colts 33. Jaguars 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
4 yards on the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
33-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Stafford. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross, 31 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 45. Touchdown, Jaguars. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It's a loss of 2.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
It's 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their
Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Connection made with Shenault. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to work. He's going to go down. His time is now run out on this game. And the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.